Good afternoon, students. Welcome to online teaching and interactive section on fisheries. Today's topic is water pollution. Water pollution is indeed one of the most biggest problem we have in aquaculture. Water pollution alone can cause a great loss to the fish farmer if not checked. Water pollution creates a foul smell, create an environment where microorganisms breed and multiply. With water pollution, the aquaculture cannot succeed. Let's look at introduction. Water pollution is the biggest problem in aquaculture. It threatens aquatic life, changes water into foul-smelling sin that affect our health, well-being because of its harmful substance such as animal waste, sewage, plant matters that are deposited into it. As we said, water pollution is one of the biggest challenges a fish farmer faces. One, because it creates an environment for microorganisms to breed and survive. And these microorganisms usually causes sickness, disease, and unfortunately death to the fishes. Water pollution, if not checked, can cause a great loss to the fish farmer. Let's look at definition of water pollution in general. What is water pollution? Water pollution can be defined as the indiscriminate disposal of substances such as refuse, sewage, industrial waste or effluent, or agricultural waste into water bodies such as rivers, streams, lake, seas, or ocean, which alters the natural composition of water, making it unfit for human consumption and aquatic lives. Water pollution can also be defined as the addition of harmful substances such as sewage, refuse, or agricultural or industrial effluents or waste into the water bodies, which alters the natural composition of water and make it unfit for aquatic lives and human consumption. Before we continue, let's look at some basic terms in the definition. The first term we look at is the word indiscriminate. The word indiscriminate, as used in the definition, is any action which is carried out without looking at the harmful effects it poses on humans and life. For example, let's look at the earthwormers in Enugu State. When they've collected all the trashes or the garbages from the refuse which was dumped by people, they will take it and dump it into the river where life exists. And when such is deposited into the water environment, it decomposes by bacteria, fungi, and viruses, which now increases in the numbers and causes harm to the fishes and to humans who drink such water. This is indeed a big challenge to aquaculture, and by this, fishes cannot survive because the dissolved oxygen would have reduced to the barest minimums that they will not be able to survive. Let's look at the word pollutants. What are pollutants? Pollutants are substances or materials which pollute or contaminate the water and make it unfit for aquatic organisms to survive and for human consumption. Examples of these pollutants include 1. Refuse and sewage, crude oil spill, industrial waste or effluent, and agricultural waste. These materials or pollutants, some of them are biodegradable, that is, they can decompose, while some are non-biodegradable, that is, they cannot decompose. Let's look at the next one, which is refuse and sewage in details. What are refuse and sewage? Refuse include garbage, household trash like polythene bags, biros, paper case, while garbage, on the other hand, are decomposable food. These materials contaminate and obstruct, changes or alters the natural composition of water, making it unfit for aquatic lives and for human. Now, what do we understand by natural composition of water? This means that water in its pure state, that is, in its natural form, without any impure materials. Let's look at sewage. What are sewage? Sewage, on the other hand, are waste products from animal or human, such as cow dung, chicken dung, or human excreta. These are mainly organic matters which can be broken down into simpler form by decomposers, such as bacteria, fungi, viruses, or pathogens in general. For example, those who live along the waterways or environment, such as the river, lake, seas, or ocean, uses water as their source of transportation and source of livelihood, such as fishing, and sometimes carry out common practices of dumping refuse and human waste in the aquatic environment. Furthermore, many homes in the town uses water system or water closet in their toilet. The human waste moves from these water closets into a large septic tank or sewer. When this sewer is filled up, it is emptied and dumped directly into the river, seas, or lake without treating it into harmless substance. But because of its organic content, such as bacteria, fungi, it decomposes into smaller compounds. By so doing, the bacteria or pathogens increases in their population, thereby causing harms to the fishes, to the aquatic lives, and to humans which consume them. This can cause typhoid fever, cholera, and dysentery. Because of this, the farmer must put absolute measures to prevent water pollution. In conclusion, water pollution is one of the most common enemies of fish farmers. Once the water is polluted, the dissolved oxygen reduces, microorganisms increases as a result of the wastes from the fishes. This will lead to loss of appetite of the fish, cause diseases, and finally deaths if it is not checked in time. For today, we have rounded up. Please, if you have any comments and you don't understand any aspect of what has been taught, please comment below. Ask your questions and I'll be right there to answer you. Thank you so much for watching. It's indeed a nice time with you. Please don't forget, if you ask any question, comment below. Thank you all. See you in my next class.